and I was devastated. Like, I have no idea where I found the strength. I did want to talk a little bit about this past weekend. It's taken me a lot to, be able to talk about it. So Friday I was teaching my class and I felt really weird. Like, my face got really hot. My body was okay, but my face was really hot. I was bright red. My people, so I teach group fitness, if I haven't mentioned it before. And I just got really hot, and I don't usually get that hot. So even the people attending the class, like the members, were like, "Are you okay? Your face is really red." So I said, I'm gonna take a test when I get home because this is weird. So I took a test, and within 3 minutes there was a second line. My heart was beating so fast. I was like, holy shit, there's a second line. I was like, it was super faint, but it was there. There was 100% a second line. So much so that I have 3 people that kind of know what's going on a more personal level, and I messaged them immediately, was like, tell me you see this. And 2 out of the 3 said yes. It was hard because of the phone. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Back to our regular program. So 2 out of the 3 said they saw it without a shadow of a doubt. And then one was starting to second guess herself, which is funny. But it was there. It was totally there. I said, you know what? I'll take another test on Christmas Day, and then I'll surprise my husband and my mom and my family and let them know that I'm pregnant. And I was so excited, and then my husband came home, and it took everything that I had not to say anything, because I didn't want to get his hopes up, because it was really faint, and I wanted to show him a definite line. I wanted to not have any question at all. I wanted it to be 110% a second line. So I held it in, and it was really hard for me to hold it in because I'm not somebody who holds things in. I'm not somebody who keeps secrets. I can't keep a secret for anything. So I just sort of was like, all right, I'm going to bed. Good night. Ran to bed. Finished doing, the wrapping of Christmas presents and whatever, and then went to bed. Saturday, we drove to my mom's house. It was Christmas Eve. And I was bursting, man. I was hinting all over the place. I was like, yeah, well, maybe I'm pregnant this month. Who knows? So we have to make sure that, I eat well today, and that we don't drink alcohol today, and all of these things. So I was making all of these comments about how, well, I could be pregnant. And then we finally get to my grandmother's house at 5 minutes to 5, and I run to the bathroom because I had to pee. And I wiped, and there was, I had gotten my period, and I was devastated. I have no idea where I found the strength to hold it inside, because dinner was at 5. So now here I am in the bathroom, sitting there with this situation, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So now I have to go out and be happy because we're with the family, and I have to smile and pretend like everything's okay when I got a positive test the night before, and now I have my period, so it's clearly not positive. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a chemical or if there was a problem with the test or what. But I went back and I checked, and it was there. Even the next day, I know that they're invalid after a certain amount of time, but that line was still there. It wasn't just my eyes. There was a line there. And so I got my period. So Christmas Eve, we went to church after dinner, and I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare myself mentally, emotionally, for the fact that what's Christmas about, right? It's about a virgin girl, a teenage girl who had a baby, who got pregnant and had a baby on Christmas Day. So now I'm reminded for the whole hour and a half that we're at church about how a virgin could get pregnant and how I can't seem to keep a baby. So naturally, I probably cried about 5 or 6 times during the church service. And, you know, I don't know that anybody noticed except for maybe my immediate family. I know my mom knew, and she didn't know what was going on, but I know she knew that I had cried a few times. And my husband for sure knew, because I told him in the car on the way there. I told him what happened. I told him that I had gotten a positive test. I told him that I just got my period before dinner and that I needed every ounce of his support during church. During the prayers, the pastor prayed for people that are, you know, new parents, and of course I started to tear up. And then right after that, they prayed for people who are struggling to conceive, and then I just busted into tears, like hysterical. I mean, not hysterical, not like ugly cry, like not like but like crying. And thank God I had my hair down, because right after the prayers they did the whole, you know, like peace be to God or whatever, and where you turn to your neighbor and shake their hand and give them hugs and whatever. Like, holy crap. So now I'm like hiding my face, like, no, oh my God, don't look at me. I dropped the candle, so I bent over to grab the candle, trying hard to hide my face and not have to turn my face to see people. It was awful. So then we went back home, and I was better in the car. And Christmas Day came, and I told my mom, I didn't like go crazy into detail, but I told her that I had gotten a positive test and then I got my period yesterday. So I apologized for being quiet on Christmas Eve, because I'm not quiet. Very rarely am I quiet. So I apologized for being quiet. She understood. She gave me a big hug. We cried a little bit together for the first time about this, which was nice. It was nice to see my mom, you know. I don't want to say that it was nice to see my mom upset, but it was nice to see my mom, you know, care. So yeah, so Saturday was rough. Sunday was all right, and yesterday was okay. You know, I've been all right. Like as the days continue to go by, I feel better about it. I mean, I know that we're getting testing done and we're moving along to hopefully have everything work out. So I'm hopeful that 2017 is going to bring us our child. Whether I actually have the child in 2017 or I get pregnant in 2017 and have the child in 2018. It's hard to look that far in advance, but I'm hopeful and I'm confident that we are on the right track for that to happen. So